Kyprios out cold. He's recuperating at home right now wearing cheese muffs.
He wasn't hurt.
Man, and he could just explode at any moment. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Merzen and Stevens. No, not Stevens. Yes, it is, isn't it?
You're right.
Yeah, Kevin Stevens. They got mad behind the play and went right after each other as the horn sounded to end the second period. First time we've had a scrap in this game. Merzen threw a couple early, and then Stevens, with his muscle and his strength, he is a powerful man, just threw Merzen down.
Wonder what set that off.
I didn't see it. It was way back behind the play.
Got some tough guys in the lineup in Brashear, Ojic, Vandenbush, Blouin, but
Merzen is too. He's a scrapper.
Stevens and
got
Merzen.
mad, yeah.
They'll sit for 5 minutes. The period has come to an end. The Rangers get 2 goals in the second period. Early by Tim Sweeney. Power play goal at 1:45. Kovalov with a great shot from the right side. The late penalty was coming up to the Canucks at 11:35, and it stands up for a 2-1 lead.
Stevens with a shove on Merzen, and then Merzen came back with the point of the stick into the midsection of Stevens, and it didn't take long for them to get going. See, Merzen threw the first 2 or 3 or 4 punches, and then watch the strength of Stevens. As he recovers, here goes the strength. Look at this. Is he strong?
Sylvain Blouin, number 38 on the left. Johan Lindbaum, number 61 on the right.
Here we go.
Oh, dropped the gloves already.
Cairns and...
No, Blouin.
Sorry, Blouin, right. This took 2 seconds.
And Oliwa. Krzysztof Oliwa is 6'5". He's from Poland. 6'5", 240.
Did play in Albany in the American League last year, so these two fellas know each other very well regarding this end of business. Oliwa's got that long reach with his left arm, and Blouin's right hand can't quite reach the target. But this is linesman letting these 2 guys go. Oh, there's a jersey that's come loose. I think the linesman will jump in now as exhaustion plus 1 player's at a disadvantage. To the fans here in the Garden with 2 seconds on the clock. Get to see the first tussle of the evening. Blouin coming back from a bad ankle. Practice this morning and in the lineup. Sam, there's some big boys in this lineup.
Very big.
Lakovic for the Jacques Lemaire-led Devils, who's been known to drop the gloves.
Lakovic.
Lakovic, yes.
Not Jacques.
No, Jacques, he shot the puck right past me. A lot.
5 each for fighting the Blouin and Oliwa at 2 seconds.
So.
Victor plays it around the boards.
Oh, here we go. Cairns mad. He got run into the boards.
That's Oliwa again. Second scrap for Krzysztof Oliwa.
Whoa, baby. Oliwa looks like he's a right-handed thrower. He didn't change hands. Another jersey coming loose. Oliwa went into Cairns in the corner, and Cairns got mad after he moved the puck and slashed Oliwa, and then they got into the scrap. Those are 2. I'm saying one thing about that one. Those are 2 giant guys. These are big, huge men going at it. Oliwa with his second. See, Cairns going in to play the puck. It's no icing as Richter plays it, and Oliwa ran into Cairns, who slashed back at Oliwa and wanted to fight. So is there an instigator, or is it the referee just saying 2 guys going at each other? There's how the jersey came loose. Oliwa grabbed it with his glove and pulled it up. And I think that's one reason why it's loose as a fight starts. 5 minutes each for fighting. So we're not seeing instigators called.
Nope.
And we're not seeing the jersey problems being called with the jerseys coming loose. See, there's the one-handed slash by Cairns. Definitely dropped the gloves first to get after Oliwa in the fight. But the referee sees it as two people going at it, 5 minutes each.
You think in regular season he might have called an instigator?
I wouldn't be at all surprised, to be honest.
Last night's preseason game between the Rangers and Maple Leafs, one particular fight made the chainsaw scene from Scarface look like a pinprick. Former Ranger Nick Kyprios, now of Toronto, did not get the better of New York's Ryan Vandenbush last night, and you can see why right there. Vandenbush landed 4 punches before Kyprios could retaliate. By the time it was all said and done, hey, nobody break this thing up. Just stand around and watch the bloodbath. By the time it was said and done, Kyprios was motionless on the ice in a pool of blood. He appeared to be knocked out. The Rangers beat the Leafs 3-2.
Decent collisions.
Claude LaPointe moving in. Meanwhile, White in center ice.
Belanger Langdon. And Belanger a lefty, and he surprises.
And he's big and strong.
And he had a good preseason as far as fighting went. And he is strong. And here the linesman will jump in. This started on a line change. I think it was the first shift for both players. And they wanted to get it over with early.
No harm, no foul there.
Belanger threw a couple of lefts that went over top of Langdon's helmet. He is a big, tough kid, as is Langdon, as we know. Langdon coming back from a training camp injury to his chest. Here we can see Belanger and Leach. Now, the Islanders are hitting. There's Langdon going at Belanger for the hit on Leach. Linesman jumps in, and they get after one another. Will there be... Langdon obviously hit Belanger from behind. We'll see if he gets the additional minor. Depends if McCreary, the referee, saw it. He's now conferring. See, there's the hit from behind. And you wonder if that will be an additional minor.
Conference still going on. And
Stevens and Pilon. This is going to be a match.
playing his first game of the season.
Yeah, all the big boys are out there, Sam.
Uh-oh. Langdon and McCarthy are dropping the gloves.
Nice polite
in
start
the flame
to this one.
zone. Here we go.
McCarthy is
Bout
huge.
number 1.
I mean, huge. Just one of the bigger men in the league.
McCarthy has had one fight this season in a game against Colorado.
And Langdon nullified McCarthy's arm right away, and he's slipping those short jabs in. Oh, there goes the helmet.
Yeah,
McCarthy changes
trying to
hands.
rip the helmet off. McCarthy was successful. Langdon was not.
As soon as you saw the big boys go out against one another, they wanted to get this thing out of the way. Langdon has done quite well, Sam, considering how big this McCarthy is. I'll tell you, he's one of the league's legitimate heavyweights, and if he connects with a big right, watch out. But Langdon's so smart, he gets in tight and counters with those jabs.
This looks like it's going the full now. This looks like it's going the full 12 rounds, John.
Here come the linesmen. Well, they almost jumped in. This is nose-to-nose stuff. Langdon, boy, is he an intelligent scrapper. He is smart. And looks like McCarthy now is wearing. He just yelled for the linesman. That's enough. Langdon again in the second half of a scrap does very well. The fans applaud their man here, who's tough, but Langdon, not nearly as big, I think, did a heck of a job in this one.
Randy Mitten and Sweet Knox, the linesman, finally pried them apart, and they go to the respective penalty boxes.
McCarthy's gas tank was right on empty at the end of that thing, and Langdon had lots left. And we've seen that with Darren Langdon over the years. He just is one of these guys that does well in the second half.
What you said, he's a very intelligent fighter.
There's how it gets started. Yeah. McCarthy had his stick near Langdon, and they had some discussions way back there. Very polite. They nodded. Randy Mitten looks. The linesman took his whistle off and put it in his pocket, and then they just sort of got going. Well, 5 minutes each. We're going after one another. I don't mind big boys going after the big boys. Now the other guys come on the ice and try and score some goals.
2:42, the time of the fighting majors, to McCarthy and Langdon, and we resume play.
Rely on grit, defensive play, and a great deal of passion to try and win the low-scoring games.
A lot of false starts now. McCarthy
and Skrudland
with a shot to the back of the head on Skrudland, as Skrudland is battling him for position. And the Ranger bench upset, and now Vandenbush went right after McCarthy with a right hand. Peluso goes after Vandenbush.
Now here we go.
And it's...
Well, I'll tell you what, this is some scrap.
Peluso and Vandenbush.
And Vandenbush knocks him down. Man, were they throwing some. Vandenbush came right across as McCarthy went after Skrudland. So McCarthy's been involved on 2 shifts and going in and trying to get involved in the physical play and perhaps fighting on both shifts. Skrudland was tossed from the face-off circle, so he went over and lined up against McCarthy and didn't want to back up.
Vandenbush and McCarthy having some words.
Vandenbush was a third man in on that altercation, and then Peluso was a third man in. And then Vandenbush and Peluso throwing left through some haymakers, and Peluso ended up on his hands and knees. And it looks like Peluso is headed towards the Flames locker room. Vandenbush is heading towards the Rangers penalty box.
Well, this is interesting.
It'll be interesting to see what's called here.
Well, Peluso did have his equipment in some disarray.
Dan Marawelli, see there's Skrudland and McCarthy, and Skrudland's not going to back up. They both go at one another, and then after the puck's dropped, you see McCarthy give Skrudland 1, 2, 3 shots, and then McCarthy took a whale of a right with the glove on from Vandenbush, and then Peluso got an early start on Vandenbush, and at the end of it, Vandenbush, I think, won the Ooh, did he land a left there, Sam? And another one, and oh man, is he tough.
Vandenbush is strong.
He is tough for one guy that's not a giant. Oh, is he tough. Now this is Vandenbush going right over, and he gave, he was the third man in there and popped McCarthy, and then Peluso jumped in, and then they went after. I mean, there was some haymakers landed here, and Vandenbush, smart, got the helmet off and ended up winning. Oh, he ate one there too. In my mind, he did pretty well.
Well,
Vandenbush is still in the box.
just
The
what we
referee-
expected, John.
Yeah, absolutely. We did. And again, the teams are putting the big guys against the big guys, and they've gone right after one another. Skulden and McCarthy got at one another. And there was the two of them, and McCarthy's so darn big. I mean, it's just hard to deal with him. And then once the puck is dropped, watch what happens over in the circle. And you can see right away, Vandenbush came right over. He actually bumped the linesman on the way over, too. And away they went. Oh, jeez.
Still waiting on the announcement of the penalties. Brian Sutter is getting the word.
Facing him, snapper, and did he shoot that one? Top shelf under the crossbar. Kevin Stevens forced the turnover. Kevin Stevens made the pass. There's the turnover. Boom. There's Samuelson to Stevens to Gretzky, and he is gone. He's alone. Look at the top corner. Bang. Right there. Now we have a fight as Staios is going at it
with Adam Graves.
Boy, with Adam Graves. Staios is the player that threw the big hard hit into Kevin Stevens, and I think this is payback time for the Rangers. Remember, he just nailed Kevin Stevens up high, making Stevens a little woozy.
Graves has the advantage because Staios has no helmet. Everybody's just standing aside, letting them work their energy out.
One linesman was just talking to the referee about how this thing started. Oh, Graves comes back with one after Staios threw one. Graves throws another one, and now they're broken up. There's no doubt in my mind, Al, that this all started because Staios was the person who threw the hard hit into Stevens. Now remember this.
You're talking 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, oh, they remember this at the bench because it injured one of their teammates. But it was also Stevens who hit Staios a moment ago to create the turnover that led to the Rangers' goal. This is Staios on the puck. Stevens moves across. He wants him. He cut him off at center ice. Now all of a sudden, Ulf Samuelsson to Kevin Stevens to Wayne Gretzky. Watch this. Top shelf. You know, I think that Gretzky got his new blades in. He got his new Hespler blades in.
Gretzky to the slot. Gretzky cuts away. Gretzky now circling around and scoring.
Oh, baby.
The hat trick for Wayne Gretzky. He just held on and held on until the time was right.
Oh, baby. Do you believe that?